first of all, guys, I am truly over the moon for you. Congratulations.
Thank you, AJ. We appreciate it. It's been pretty crazy, so we're happy to finally have good news.
Yeah, it is very exciting news. And Juliana, I know from watching your reality show, Juliana and Bill, you've been a little baby challenged at times when you're with your sister's kids. So are you ready for a little baby boy? I mean, come on.
I thought when you were saying baby challenge, you were going to bring up IVF, which I can handle. But yes, you're right. I'm a pretty awful babysitter, not so good at changing diapers. So, yeah, but I'm hoping what they say is true, that when it's your own baby, everything changes. So I'm really hoping that maternal instinct kicks in.
We're enrolling her in some classes, though, AJ, just as a precautionary measure.
He's taking them, too.
Of course.
Yeah, I would do that. I think that's a good idea. But it is so true, and I'll never forget having been there for the birth of my niece and nephew and some of my friends' kids. You know, they're so afraid and fearful that they're going to do something wrong or break something. But the truth is, you know, people have been having babies for, I would say, a few years. Yeah. So, Bill, I got to know, though, have you gotten any fatherhood secrets from any of the star dads that you know? Because you know quite a few.
Yeah, I mean, I think people are just, obviously encouraging us in every way they can, and they're happy for us. And people just say, let kids be kids. I think that's the problem in this day and age. So many parents try to always be there to pick the kid up as they grow. And, kids need to make mistakes along the way, and you can't be one of these crazy parents who never lets them, skin their knee, because then they wind up being adults and they can't cope in the real world. So, I mean, that's some of the best advice I've ever gotten is, it's okay to make mistakes, it's okay to fail, but, you always have to encourage your kids to try everything.
From what I understand, and I don't understand much, there's no perfect way of handling it all. But certainly you have had a long and rough road to becoming a mom, Juliana. A lot of challenges along the way. So how are you feeling now since your double mastectomy and your breast cancer treatment? How's your health? Everybody is interested.
Yeah, everything is great because I was lucky enough to find it early. But it was scary. I mean, I got to be honest, AJ, when I did the double mastectomy, I did it so I could avoid any treatment afterwards, as in chemotherapy or tamoxifen, all the treatment that comes after. If you don't do the surgery, the treatment that can come. And when I did the surgery, we got the pathology back, and it was a little worse than they had thought. And so thank God we did the surgery. But at the same time, I did have to go on medication. So, I am on medication for 5 years. When you hear you're going on medication for 5 years, that's a long time.
Yeah, but it beats the alternative.
Absolutely.
So you take it with a smile.
So I'm good. I mean, I feel great, and that's the thing is I never really had a bad day or sick day because I caught, and I know, knock on wood, because I caught it early, and that is the most important message. If you can just catch it early, you'll be okay.
And here's the thing. I mean, here we are talking about it right now. I know there are people watching at this very moment relating to your experiences, and you have made such a difference in so many people's lives by being candid about those experiences. Well, yesterday, as we know, the world learned the shocking news of Jack Osbourne's multiple sclerosis diagnosis. His mom, Sharon, completely broke down on her show, The Talk, trying to talk about it. Let's watch this.
Jack will actually be here on Wednesday to talk about his diagnosis. But he's great. He's doing really, really good. And I want to thank everyone for all their tips and goodwill. Love they've sent to us.
So Jack Osbourne, we all know he is an amazing guy. He's very courageous. He has announced in People magazine that he has multiple sclerosis. And this is probably the first time a lot of you are hearing it.
So tough. Hard not to feel for the whole family. Juliana, I know you've gotten very close with Kelly Osbourne over the years, working with her on Fashion Police on E! What was your first reaction to the news and Jack's decision to share something so personal about his health with the world like you did?
Well, I was incredibly shocked by the news, incredibly shocked. I mean, he just had a baby not that long ago, a couple months ago, and I remember Kelly actually left the set of Fashion Police early to be sure she was in that delivery room because she's so close to her brother and her family. There's such a tight-knit family, as we all know. So when I heard it, all I could think about was, obviously Jack, but their family, because they're so close. Sharon actually was just on our set last week watching Kelly tape. She had this big smile on her face the whole time. And so it broke my heart because I know how close they are.
Well, and we're keeping them in our prayers, and certainly the power of prayer does work miracles, and
it worked for us.
It worked for us. So we encourage everyone to to pray for the Osbourne family.
But I will say something, AJ. You brought up, what do you think about him going public? He had every right in the world, like I did, like everyone does, to keep it private. And the fact that he did go public to help people, to bring awareness to this, I mean, that's the best part of being in Hollywood, if you will. The fact that you can use your job or whatever, to help people.
For good and not evil.
Yeah. So I'm so proud of him.
And the Osbournes are such fighters. We all know that so well.